So I recently ordered this right here, which is a three set of the brand new Neewer NW-881, I think is what they're called. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But what they are is a set of three dynamic microphones. And I bought these because I was, looking for cheap microphones to use for a podcast, and these seem to be right up my alley. I was going to buy the set of three from Behringer for around the same price, but Neewer as a company is someone who I'm very familiar with. I have a lot of Neewer products because I really enjoy them. But if you know anything about Neewer, you know that they're a reseller of, you know, generic stuff. You've bought an NW-700, you pretty much have used a BM-700. They don't tend to make their own unique stuff. So what I expected these microphones to be, and I'll show you them right now, is clones of the PD Mic 58, which I have right here. Now, let's take one of these out. One thing you will notice between the two is that this is way bigger. Way bigger. Like, the size difference is noticeable, and heft is way noticeable too. This is much heavier than this, like surprisingly so. So I was actually surprised to see that they weren't just rebranded PD mics. Now, what comes inside in this case that looks better than it actually feels. The construction of it is kind of cheap plastic, but it's enough to be able to transport these without worry. MXL is another company who makes microphones, and they kind of just sell cases with theirs too. And let me show you one of them. This case right here, a lot more durable, a lot harder plastic than this, which just flexes like crazy. So not the most durable case. I'm fine with that. What comes inside is of course, three microphones. We get right here the clips to hook them up to your boom stand or whatever it is that you're using, and the adapters here so that you can actually put them on there. Now, I've used these microphones already. They've been used for a good while. I didn't use these clips because I used shock mounts with them, and I was blown away by the sound, really. They are pretty much the same as the PD mic, if not better. And I think that that is a good thing to say. I really like the PD mic. The PD mic is, of course, a clone of the Shure SM58, just like these are. But they compete very well against it. They are not at the quality level of it, but they are very close. So don't take my word for it. I'll play to you guys a little bit on them so that you can judge for yourself. So listen to this. All right, so here's the Neewer microphone hooked up to a shock mount and pop filter by Neewer also. And I am standing about maybe 2 or 3 inches away from the screen itself. So this will give you a nice taste of what the sound is like. The gain right now is set to about the same as what my other microphone is, which is the XML microphone over here. And if you ask me, I really actually like the sound. I think it would work great for a podcast situation. Let me give you guys a taste of the background noise. So if you ask me, with a little bit of EQ, you can actually get this to sound very, very, very good. And honestly, I can't really tell the difference between it and the PD mic. Alright, so there you go. You just had to listen to the microphone itself. And honestly, I think for the price, you're getting a really, really good deal. I haven't tried the Behringer microphones, which are also around this price, but I'm pretty sure their build is not as good as this, because the build of this was actually surprising. Felt sturdier than even the PD mic. The PD mic feels like if I dropped it a couple times, it would not survive. These feel a little bit more durable. I actually like them. And I'm glad I actually bought these instead of the Behringers. I will be buying the Behringers at some point just to try them out. But in general, I actually give these a strong recommendation. So you can get them for around $36 right now on Amazon. And honestly, for that price, it's pretty great. You do have to factor in that they don't include a cable, so you're going to have to buy some XLR cables. And I would recommend getting a pop filter and a shock mount, of course, if you're going to be using these, because the pop filter built into these, or the foam rather, doesn't really stop too many plosives. So that's something to keep in mind. But other than that, solid buy. So if you're interested in buying these, then check out the Amazon affiliate link down below, and you will be helping to support my channel. Thank you guys so much.